What up, YouTube? I'm Topaz Jason. I got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First, we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from Blue Jones. Then we're going to review this Dizzy Wright album, and then we're going to take some questions. So this Dizzy Wright The Growing Process, man, and actually that is like the perfect title for this album because he's taking more of a grown approach when it comes to creating these tracks as far as content is concerned. Like, he's making some social, political points and such here. He's focusing a bunch on his family, man, and some consciousness and such. And I like that direction because he's definitely doing it the right way with his music. Like, there's a bunch of songs on here that I really fuck with. Like that Train Your Mind, Regardless with Lazy Bone, which I think is one of the best songs off of here, tied with that Will It Last. That daddy-daughter relationship is still damn dope. I can tell you needed it was solid as well. But the one song, man, that could have been dope, but yet the topic and what he's talking about fucks it all the way up, man, is that false reality where he goes into the old cooning shit, the whole black on black crime. How could we be mad at racists when we killing ourselves and all of that bullshit. In which he was on some shit like that on that Train Your Mind fucking song, which almost fucking ruined that song for me too. This almost ruins the entire album for me, to keep it 100. Cause let me give you some real shit and some real life examples, man. How come we are the only ones who are categorized by the criminal element in our fucking community? Not like there ain't criminal element all over this shit. Like, look at Waco. What happened in fucking Waco? 9 people fucking dead. And then they found 100 fucking guns. These white biker gangs, man, they said that they were going to murder all of these cops in uniforms and shit, dude. But yet, they're not judged by this criminal element that's within. Even though they killed more people than in both Ferguson and Baltimore riots. But yet the National Guard didn't come in for them and shit. They weren't labeled as criminals and all that shit on the fucking news. Actually, they found the one black guy within all of this fucking gang violence and then post his face on the fucking TV saying how he was the biggest criminal and shit. So where's all the calls against white on white crime, my brother? How come they can just be killing us and such and killing themselves at the same damn time? What the fuck's up with that? Like, are you really buying the shit that every one of us in this community is fucking criminal? The same shit that they saying all over the fucking news? I fucking hope not. Like, how many times do they have to shoot up movie theaters with white people in it? How many white kids gotta shoot up their schools and shit? But yet you want to blame the victims for being angry about being fucking victims. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But even though I completely disagree with this man's train of thought, man, you cannot deny the quality of music that's within this. I definitely give it a solid 8 out of 10, but yet my blackness won't allow me to buy it. Keep it 100. But anyway, on the ass download pass. And Lil Matt says that good music should be more than just sounding good. And he posted this to Young Thug Border 6 review and such. And my question is, why the fuck were you going into the Border 6 expecting anything other than what you fucking heard? Like, how could you expect him to all of a sudden become super fucking lyrical when he's never been that in his entire fucking career? The best you can get out of him is some solid fucking songs. Honestly, you went into that damn Border 6 expecting it to be terrible, wanting to hate on that shit, wanting to hate on him as an individual. Even if he gives a decent song, you ain't gonna give him credit for that shit, man, and you really need to grow the fuck up. And I've been going back and forth with this chick Tamika, in which Tamika pretty much responded to one of my articles in which I said all of these chicks out here, they are not waiting, so don't get yourself fucked up in the game, fellas. So she's upset about that, pretty much saying she's been outside of the dating game for years and she's been waiting and all of that such, so don't have me fuck up all of the minds for the young fellas. And my question back to her was, how many men have she slept with? And not trying to be no asshole or nothing, man, but quite honestly, if you wanted to be saving it, you can't say that you've been saving it after you done did your motherfucking thing. And she gave that typical response. The amount of men that I've been with, that is irrelevant to this equation. And yes, that shit is very relevant to what the fuck is going on, because I know your type. When you was young, you wanted to get your attention, you went on ahead, dealt with a whole bunch of men, and all of that shit, and that's all cool in the game. I'm okay with that shit. But yet, you can't pretend like you've been saving shit for dudes, because that's how dudes get fucking scarred from the heart. And when young men who are full of love and shit for these women get scorned like that, man, it leads to nothing but negative relationships down the fucking line, because they can't let that go. It be on some old, okay, this is how the game is played, fuck these bitches, I'ma fuck them all, and then just shit on them. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.